Join PCTechForum.net is a new site. It's a way we'll be discussing everything related to tech news. They'll be discussing the latest processors, graphic cards, laptops, hard drives, computer cases. They also have a section for pre-built PCs and custom-built PCs, and also a PC straight from the manufacturer. They also be discussing the operating systems and how to troubleshoot them. And said, last but not least, they'll also be discussing the latest games and business. The site is brand new, so people will join for the first time on there. So come and sign up today at PCTechForum.net.
Hello everyone, it's me, Demetra Kaye of the Demetra Kaye Show here on YouTube and a proud contributor of the African Diaspora News channel. If you could please do me a favor and subscribe to all channels and like this video, I would greatly appreciate it. So it was just discovered that the Queen of Soul, Aretha Franklin, was being looked into by that of the FBI in the 60s and the 70s due to her being involved with different organizations like the Southern Christian Leadership Conference that was spearheaded by that of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., also the NAACP, SNCC, and a whole bunch of other Black Power movement organizations, if you will. And so it was a 270-page document that was requested by an organization called Courage News via a FOIA, Freedom of Information Act, which allows the public to get access to certain federal documents. And so it was a 270-page documentation. And they also looked into her father, C.L. Franklin, because I guess at one particular time he received a call from the Black Panthers, and the FBI says they were really interested in the person who was on the other end. And so I guess they were seeking his, knowledge about what to do or whatever. And so her father was looked into as well. And so one particular thing that stuck out to me in this 270-page documentation was this. There is no vestige of doubt that consciously or subconsciously, the SCLC leadership has taken a hate America and a pro-communist line, which the mass of Negroes will not recognize, but which they will blindly follow. Now, that was said by an informant. So there was a couple of informants, I guess, that kind of maybe infiltrated Aretha's circle and the circles that she would be involved in. And they basically said, well, the Negroes are stupid, but they'll blindly follow any talking points that any of these organizations might put out, the whole hate America thing, right? Like Black people didn't have a reason to hate America. But anyway, so the informants finally said, well, there's nothing here. She's not really involved in any of this. She's kind of really just showing up and singing and lending her voice because, again, they were trying to see if she had some communist ties or, if she was tied to that of the Black Liberation Army, which you guys, probably know a whole lot about them. A lot of their leaders and members are still in jail to this day. One of them famously known as Assata Shakur, who has asylum in Cuba. And so, again, they were looking into Aretha Franklin to see just how involved she was. But it's like, wow, an R&B singer on, the FBI list to, see if she's in some nefarious acts against America. But of course, that wasn't rare. They did it to a lot of people, even, people who weren't American, if you will. Bob Marley was one of them, and Sam Cooke, a whole bunch of people. So not unusual, but like the Queen of Soul, interesting. So if she was on the list, who else might we find that was on that list? So anyway, y'all tell me what you think of this story. And for more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.
Hey family, make sure you join us on the new and improved AfricanDiasporaNews.org. Now, it is our uncensored and raw truth website. We have to make sure to have our own website because on social media platforms, they do have rules, and at any time they could change a rule and shut a whole genre down. Now, that would not happen to us because on AfricanDiasporaNews.org, we can speak the truth. We don't have to hold back. So make sure you join our website today.